Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we are going to discuss the first stimulus, the second stimulus, hazard pay, debit cards, Social Security, you name it, we are going to talk about it. So if you want to know what's going on in the world, you already know what to do, guys. Like, you already know. Stay tuned. I got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome, my darling. Hello, happy Monday, okay? My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. All you have to do is hit that big old red subscribe button, and while you're at it, can you go ahead and give me a like, because you know, like, you like me, right? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First and foremost, I do have a lot of people that are still waiting on the first stimulus, and since the notes are about this much, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the first stimulus first. As of right now, the IRS did release that 171 stimulus checks are expected to be deployed or sent to the American citizens. As of right now, the government has sent out 160 million payments, so there are still 11 million payments that are set to arrive to the Americans in the upcoming week. So if you are still awaiting your first stimulus, I know that that doesn't really help, but honey, the IRS has not forgotten about you, all right? So you should be expecting it soon. All right, so second stimulus now, the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer called it unacceptable to allow the Senate to leave for a 2-week break starting on July 4th recess without passing more legislation to respond to the outbreak. They cited the need for Americans to cover the cost of living and the struggle for state and local governments to fund essential services, including reopening schools this fall. She stated now is the time for action, guys, not continued delayed and political posturing. She also stated that it has been 45 days since the HEROES Act was passed, and you have yet to say what is going to happen. Leaving like the American people in limbo like this is really unacceptable. And I agree wholeheartedly with Miss Pelosi. And you know, I think something should have came from the Senate right now just to give us kind of, you know, if nothing else, what is the next course of action? So I agree 100%. Now, even though they're going on this recess, of course the Senate or it's coming that, hey, we're gonna be working on there. So somehow in between, you know, golfing at the resorts, they're gonna have time to come to us and tell us or put out information on what to expect from the next package. You know, wait on it. Let's see, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna put down, you know, like my margarita and address that, but they say they will. So you know what? We have to wait. Also, we know on July 2nd, which is in a few days, we should have that June job report, and that is supposed to be some of the data that they need moving forward on the next or phase 4 stimulus package. So it's all in the air. We'll see about it. All right, so the next group or the next thing that's on the docket, we're going to go ahead and talk about Social Security, because I do have a lot of my SSI people, and as of right now, it's like this big controversy going on with the Social Security Administration because they want to withhold retroactive benefits from some seniors, and we know like right now that the seniors really need their income. And I mean, come on now, Social Security, like, could this not have come at the worst time? Now, guys, just to give you some stats, we all know that everyone in America is struggling right now due to the pandemic. But in fact, in April, the unemployment rate for American workers aged 55 and older was 13.6% of them being unemployed, versus it was just 2.6% in January. So as we can state, the older Americans are hurting as well. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this retroactive Social Security, how it works, we all know that you can draw Social Security at any age beginning like at 62. But for you to get like that full benefit amount, like your full maximum benefits, you usually have to wait about 66 or 67, depending on your birthday, right? All right, here. So what happens is when you turn about 66 and a half, if you do need the money, you can request what is called retroactive benefits, where the Social Security Administration will pay you for 6 months. So they'll pay you the benefits that you would have collected for 6 full months. But you can only request retroactive benefits once you're beyond that age. So once you're beyond like that 66 or 67. Now guys, what is happening now, a lot of these older Americans or seasoned Americans are requesting that money, and as of right now, the Social Security office is stating no, you can't get it. Okay, they have stated that as of right now, It says the Social Security office is denying older Americans to provide the money for it as of right now. So you would have to wait if you are out of work. And so that is just the big controversy right now, because we know that they need the money. So I'll keep you posted for those that are still awaiting your Social Security. Now, for those that, I know there's been a lot of questions as well for Social Security on will they receive the next stimulus. And as of right now in the HEROES Act, yes, it has that you should receive the second stimulus. We'll know a little bit more when the Senate actually issues out that information. And even I know some people were saying, well, if I was claimed the first time for the CARES Act, will I get it? So that was addressed as well in the HEROES Act. And they're stating, like, if you're claimed, everyone should be able to receive the $1,200. Whether you were claimed as a dependent, it does not matter. If you were 17 or older, if you were carried, everyone should receive it. But we have to wait and see what the Senate says, right? Because that's who controls things right now. All right, guys, so the next order of business we're going to talk about is the hazard pay. There's been so much going on regarding this hazard pay. And even for my frontline workers, I know that you are still awaiting your hazard pay, or girl, what is going to happen? Are they going to approve it? We don't know. But Amazon today Amazon said that they will provide a warehouse workers, delivery workers, and Whole Food workers, as well as some flex drivers, with a one-time thank you bonus for working during the pandemic. Full-time Amazon workers will receive a $500 bonus. Part-time workers will get $250. Whole Foods and delivery workers will get a $500 bonus. Now, the bonus does apply to part-time and full-time workers that were there in Amazon throughout the month of June, as well as teams in the US and Canada. Now, in June, it is supposed to end their pay raises as well as double overtime for frontline workers for Amazon. Now, I'm surprised to see this, but I'm not surprised. And that's just because, come on, like, Amazon, you out of all people have made money this entire pandemic. Like, I know my Amazon Prime was a little bit late, a few days, but people, I think they have said, like, Amazon has made, between like Amazon, Walmart, Kroger's, a lot of these corporations have made all this money. Like, come on, you don't have to end the double overtime for the frontline workers, or even the pay raise. Like, and $500, I guess, you know what, it shows your appreciation, but I probably would appreciate if you just kept the pay raises in place. Like, why not? Why are you ending the hazard pay? Is the pandemic over with? I mean, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Should these companies stop the hazard pay? Or should they continue it until the pandemic is over? But I also understand that as a business, you have to do what's best for the business. And some places, you know, they have not laid off workers. They have not done anything. So, you know what? You kind of got to look at it the full picture, okay? Not saying I agree with it. It's just my opinion. All right. The next order of business is these debit cards. So we know that the IRS sent out 4 million debit cards. Some people receive checks. Some people receive debit cards. Well, guys, these debit cards have been a pain in the rear bottom, okay? So first of all, we had a lot of Americans that were throwing away these cards. And then for the people that were not throwing away the cards, they were saying now it's like the information was being sold to other companies, their personal identification information. So what happened was, okay, now a group of Democratic senators led by Maggie Hassan and Sherrod Brown and Jack Reed sent a letter to the Department of Treasury and the IRS last week regarding the debit cards. Now, what they stated was that the Treasury did not notify Americans who would receive the debit cards to tell them how their payment would be sent. So, like, a lot of people didn't even know they were going to get the money that way. Because the debit cards arrived in plain envelopes labeled the Money Network on there, many people did not recognize the payments and threw them in the trash. So what happened, since they have been thrown away, in order for you to get a replacement card, the IRS has waived the $7.50, but it takes additional 7 to 10 days for you to receive the card. And if you want to get the card sooner, it's $17. Well, we all know that a lot of people need their money. So what's happening? A lot of people are paying the $17 to get their cards to them sooner. And they're like, yo, this is unacceptable. Like, how are you going to charge people? What is going on? Not only are they paying the $17, But the senators wrote, "We are seriously concerned about imposing these fees on individuals who urgently need direct cash. The one-time associated fees such as $2 for out-of-network ATM withdrawals and $5 for over-the-counter bank withdrawals." The senator expressed their concerns about the amount of personal information on the debit cards required for recipients to share. Just to register the cards, you had to provide substantial personal information, and it's stating that this information has been sold. My, what a web we have weaved, okay, as the American people. Goodness. So that is what is going on in the news, guys. And tomorrow, in a few days, I'm gonna record some other videos because there's a lot of other programs. I know a lot of times I talk about the rent relief and the utilities, and if you still need that, guys, you can dial 211 from your phone, listen, and enter the zip code. But some people that are on SNAP benefits or unemployment, you actually qualify for more things than what you may realize. So I want to do a separate video on that. I'm gonna see if that's well received. If you guys like it, I'll bring some more videos, because you guys know I am the research queen, okay? I will be on your Facebook page. I'll hop over and look at like your baby daddy Facebook. I'll be like on 10 people pages by the time I find, you know, I'm the research queen, right? And so what I want to do is bring you this information, just some stuff like, you know, and what kind of just sparked this was the other day, one of my subscribers asked about free cell phone service. And so I was like, no, girl, like, you know, just call and make a payment plan. But then when I got to looking, guys, there are different cell phone services that you can get for free if you're on unemployment or if you get EBT benefits. So there's a lot of stuff out there for you. So this is not the time, okay, to be prideful, to feel ashamed. Like some people, this is your first time drawing unemployment. This is your first time being in this situation. And girl, or guys, okay, I am going to help you navigate it. Like, we've been in this thing for about 100 so days, okay? What is another video gonna do? Help you, okay? So please like, comment, subscribe, and tomorrow I have a brand new idea video. Let me know, help us down below. What do you think about it? What do you think about this hazard pay? What do you think about the debit cards, them charging people, the Social Security Administration not giving the money, like they're withholding these retroactive benefits from seniors? What is going on? What is going on, America? We need help, okay? But this is America. Don't catch you slipping now. All right, bye guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.